First tonight, today marks 2 years since 5 people were killed after a gunman opened fire inside Club Q, an LGBTQ+ bar in Colorado Springs.
Their names are Daniel Aston, Kelly Loving, Ashley Paw, Derek Rump, and Raymond Green Vance.
19 others were injured that night. Now victims and their families have filed a federal lawsuit accusing law enforcement and Club Q's owners of failing to intervene in what they say was a preventable tragedy. Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5 this Tuesday. I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Micah Smith. Glad you're with us. Tonight we're hearing from the victims and relatives who filed these lawsuits for the very first time.
It centers on the failure to use Colorado's red flag laws to seize the gunman's weapons, despite warnings before the attack. Denver 7's Veronica Costa joins us live outside U.S. District Court in Denver, where the 70-page civil complaint was filed.
Veronica.
Yeah, and we're talking about two separate entities here. The first is the El Paso County government officials. That is the Board of Commissioners, as well as the former sheriff. And then the second is Club Q itself.
Our lives forever changed on November 19th, 2022.
I was shot multiple times that night, a night that changed my life forever.
Harder still are the nights.
I continue to go through real, true agony.
It's pain that can't be erased from victims and relatives of those killed in the Club Q shooting. Hurt expressed by 4 victims speaking for the first time since filing a lawsuit against the El Paso County Board of Commissioners, former El Paso County Sheriff Bill Elder, and Club Q itself.
Government actors failed to act on clear, credible warnings about the shooter's violent intentions, choosing to prioritize political opposition to the red flag law over public safety.
Attorneys say they're suing the county's Board of Commissioners for, quote, opposing Colorado's red flag law, and the former sheriff for, quote, adopting a policy opposing that law. Essentially claiming, despite clear warning signs from the suspect, including a statement they made in 2021 saying they would be the, quote, next mass killer, law enforcement ignored those signs and failed to confiscate their weapons.
I really think that El Paso County and everybody else needs to accept their responsibility.
The nearly 70-page lawsuit goes beyond El Paso County officials, too, targeting Club Q owners for what it calls, quote, inadequate security at the time of the shooting.
They failed to provide armed protection and failed to implement industry standard security measures, including metal detectors, pat-downs, external security, or monitored surveillance.
A second lawsuit filed by Barrett Hudson, another shooting survivor, makes the same claims. Their attorney detailing the hardship since the shooting.
Mr. Hudson has 3 bullets in his body, and they will remain there until the day he dies because it is too dangerous to remove them.
All the victims sharing the pain they felt since November 19, 2022.
I still feel anger, and my heart is not mended.
And there are 11 plaintiffs, a part of that very first lawsuit. 3 are family members of 3 of the people killed in the shooting.
And Veronica, what are victims and families seeking by filing these lawsuits against El Paso County and Club Q management?
You know, that is a question that we asked attorneys this morning. They told us they are not seeking a specific monetary amount. They're going to go ahead and let the court decide that. They did tell us that they want accountability from those El Paso County government officials. And it's really important to note in this that they are suing the former sheriff personally. They want him to take some personal responsibility for that shooting, too.
We'll continue to follow this.
Denver 7's Veronica Costa in for us tonight. Thank you, Veronica. As we remember the 2022 Club Q shooting, a candlelight vigil will be held tonight at 7 at the Old Club. Then at 8, a night of resilience and strength will take place at the new Club Q, honoring solidarity and community.